welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today's video, I'm titling it Chris versus Kim, Who Do You Believe? And the reason I want to title this video for that is because we're going to listen to Chris Watts explain to Tammy Lee how his home security system is set up and what it's set up with. And then you're going to hear Kim explain what she believes Chris has his setup as. And allegedly, this is based off of what Chris has told her. But I honestly don't believe Chris has told her this. I think she is having people ask her questions, and I think she's just coming up with her own explanation for things. So first, let's listen to Chris Watts talk to Tammy Lee on August 15th, explain how his home security is set up.
That doorbell records it on to the our control panel.
So it's all tied together?
Yeah.
Like garage alarms,
yeah, everything.
alarms,
yeah,
window, whatever?
Well, there's no windows, but just
okay.
There's a living room motion thing and a basement motion. And we have open and shut sensors on the basement door, the rear sliding door, and obviously the front door and both garage doors.
So that anytime they're open or just if they're open for an extended period of time?
So if the door is left open, after a certain amount of time, it'll say the front door at 28, 25, there were trails and then left open.
So did it alert you that she was outside using the keypad to get in when she got home, or?
No, it just picked her up walking up to the door.
And did it alert you back?
What I saw the next morning.
Okay, so it wasn't enough that it woke you up?
Oh, no, it's very a faint, type thing.
And what's the living room one? What's that for?
It's just a motion detector, if you set the alarm to away, nobody's going to be in the house, that's, stuff like that. It'll pick that up and set the alarm off.
Is it on when you're home, though?
No, if you set it to away while you're home, you're just going to trip the alarm.
Okay. So you don't have any of those, active, I guess, when you're...
Well, it's always active, but it's not set to... You can set it away and stay or disarmed, but it's still going to pick it up.
Oh, okay.
If you look on my phone, go to the Vivint app, it'll show you, living room motion system detected.
So, and I guess, just for my own knowledge, did you actually look at that, obviously, when she went missing, and the girls? Did you look at your living room alarms and that kind of to see if there was stuff going on?
It doesn't, once, because we had so many, doorbell trips, because it was messing up so much as far as, little things setting it off, I can only go to the history so far.
So you don't pay for the cloud storage for that?
No.
Okay. Is that an option?
They had never given it to me.
Okay.
But,
So how far did it go back?
I'm not sure how many, different, events that you can store. It'll have notifications, you can scroll a bell, it eventually just ends. Not sure how long it'll actually keep it.
So when this all happened, did you look on there and it,
The only thing that I saw that was really strange was that, when I left, it said, the garage door stayed open.
And so if that was on there at 5, whatever, in the morning, right, wouldn't the other stuff still be there too that happened after? If there was motion in the living room or the basement or whatever?
It's just been the only thing. There was a basement door left open and garage door left open.
Oh, when was the basement door left open?
It was about the same time.
5:27?
Yeah, it was they're within a minute.
And then what was the other one, did you say?
That garage door left open.
Was the basement door open when you went back?
Not that I remember. When I got there, everything was shut, garage door was shut, basement door was shut.
What, you go out to the basement,
the basement
is it a walkout?
No.
Oh.
It's a garden level.
Okay.
So there's the windows, you can see the backyard. It's not one of the ones that's a normal one where it's a deep dive, where you have to look up to see the level of the grass.
So what's the basement door then? I guess
So the basement door is when you walk in you walk into the house through the garage, and then as you're walking to the living room, you take a right, and then that's the basement door that leads down to the basement.
Oh, so that door has an alarm?
That has a sensor that tells you when it's open, because since it's a garden level basement, the windows, you can walk into the backyard, and you can open a window. You just You don't have to dip down, you just open a window and you can walk in, type of thing.
So there's an alarm on the interior door because
like you could, I mean.
In case an intruder came in.
Yeah, there's a window, yeah, like stuff like that.
Okay. And that one went off too. Like, was that before the garage or after the garage? Which one was first?
One was at 526, one was at 527. I think the 527 one was the garage, and the 526 was the basement left open.
Do you get those a lot, or do you guys even hang out in the basement usually, or?
I'm usually down there just to like work out, but I didn't work out that morning, so like it definitely wasn't open when I left.
Okay. Sorry, I got off track.
You're fine.
So the Ring doorbell goes to your phone. Like, how do you log into that system?
It's just an app.
It's just an app. What is the app called?
Vivint.
And does she have that app as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be on the phone.
Is it your login? Is it her login? You guys have? Oh, it's her login.
Yep.
So is it her email and what is her email?
Shanann. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Her
Her
go-to password.
Yeah, it's a phone number.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. So.
It's a phone number, not hers, but it's a phone number.
Right. Okay. So I know, like, I have a Ring doorbell, and like our flag will shut it off sometimes. You know.
Yeah, that's why I took my flag down, because like it kept like after we had like the camera reset because it wasn't working for a little bit, it was picking up. I thought it was the flag, but like it wasn't. It was like picking up just like the tree moving around and bush, like a branch or something. Or
just shadow or something. Like, yeah, I feel like ours does that too. So, is that the system that was installed in the home when you moved in, or is that something that you guys installed? When did you guys install that?
I would guess 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
I think.
All right, guys, so that's pretty much how Chris says that his Vivint is set up in the home. So we know that he has his basement and his living room both equipped with motion sensors so that can track any heat or movement. And then as for the open and close sensor, he had, of course, his front door that was equipped also with a camera. And then he had both garage doors. That includes the interior door, and then the basement door and the back door, all equipped with the open and close sensor. So just to let you know a little bit more about that, if a door is open and it isn't shut within 10 minutes, you will get the alert on your phone saying the interior door has been left open. Chris is talking about the garage door being left open at 5:27 and then the basement door being left open at 5:26. That means originally it was opened at 5:16 for the basement, and as for the garage, it would have been open at 5:17. Now, I can only assume that he must have been talking about the exterior garage door being left open, because when Nicole Atkinson shows up, he does say that it was closed when she arrived. Since Chris had the Vivint app on his phone, he would have been able to close that garage door from anywhere. Now I'm going to play a clip of KK telling her viewers how Chris had his setup for Vivint, what was secured and what was not. And I think it's very interesting what she says. And keep in mind what Chris has already said when you listen to her.
Doing some security systems do. They didn't have that level. They had the doorbell camera, they had the back door, the garage door, the basement, but they didn't have window sensors. They didn't have typical all over the house motion sensors. Like I said, they had like the garage when the magnetic little piece would connect or unconnect, that's stuff like that. They had that. But that was when the house was set to away, because when that sensor is alerted, it calls and dispatches 911 as well. So, does that make sense? So as far as like, oh, someone's in the attic and didn't put off a sensor, they didn't have that. Or someone moved from the kitchen to the living room to the office, they didn't have sensors like that at all. Yeah, Ashley, there were no, turning the sensors off meant that the windows at the back of the house could be open. The Minnie Mouse one shows damage beating, and So Ashley, Chris has mentioned several times, and I've talked about that on my channel, that window was typically always left unlocked because they would use that as a way to get in if they locked themselves out or whatever had happened. So that had been used several times, Chris said. So that was normal. And they did not have window sensors on the house. So nothing was disabled as far as window sensors. They didn't have them.
Why is KK telling her viewers that Chris and Shanann did not have motion sensors set up with their security system when in fact they did? And two, are we supposed to believe that allegedly Chris told her that he kept that basement window unlocked, the one that has the Minnie Mouse blanket covering it, in case they locked themselves out of the home? Keep in mind that when they first set up this security system, they took those extra steps to secure the home, especially with the basement. As you heard Chris saying, the reason they had the motion sensor and additionally an open and close sensor on the basement door was in case an intruder could get in through that garden window. So we're supposed to believe that Shanann Watts would keep that garden window unlocked with two toddlers in the home? And saying that Chris allegedly told her again that it was unlocked in case they locked themselves out. Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds when they had a password to get into the home? You had a doorbell pad. So Shanann forgot the password, and then Chris forgot the password, and you can't call Vivint and have them help you. You would have to keep it unlocked, a window where an intruder can also get in the home instead of just calling Vivint. Do you realize how silly that sounds? So let's be real, guys. The only person that kept that window unlocked was Chris, and that was because he needed a way to get in and out of the home without Shanann knowing. The only thing I do question is I wonder if originally they had that basement window set up with alerts, because it's kind of odd that they wouldn't have an alert on it but kept motion and the basement door with an alert. I wonder if Chris, through the app, just turned it off so that would be an easy way for him to get in and out of the home without anybody seeing him leave. Another reason why I think it's hilarious that she's saying Chris and Shanann did not have motion sensors set up in the living room or the basement is because when you have this type of security system in your house, you're going to recognize this photo I'm showing you. This is the motion sensor little box. And when we look at Shanann's living room, we can clearly spot it. So again, why is she lying to her viewers and wanting them to believe that Chris and Shanann did not have motion sensors set up in the house when clearly they did? And another thing, why is she trying to have them believe that Shanann would leave that basement window unlocked because in case they had to come into the house if they locked themselves out? Again, I always advise you guys, please do your own research when you hear someone saying something that is ridiculous like this, because I just showed you that what Kim is saying is a lie. And for once, Chris was telling the truth about his Vivint setup. The question I have is, what's KK's hidden agenda? And why is she telling her viewers that Chris and Shanann didn't have motion sensors? And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, please take the time to hit that like button. And I hope if you are not subbed yet to my channel, you do hit that subscribe button. And as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.